How do folks? How you doing? Just a quick one, and it is just going to be a quick one again. They they have compelled me to make another. It's actually quite amusing seeing what some of the fucking idiots have got to say. Although I have got to say, I am really pleasantly surprised at how many people are actually getting it. Um, Absolutely awesome to see that there are people out there that are getting this shit and do actually comprehend what's going on. It's really, really bizarre to see those that don't get it too. You know, um, I have every time I make a video, I always get some fucking idiot come in the comments going, "So what's the solution then? You're all doom and gloom. You are just telling us the problem. You don't give any solutions." Really? I think what I'm doing is actually giving you the solutions, but the problem is I'm not kissing your ass or blowing smoke up it, which is why you can't recognize it. Because what you need is these fucking idiots that are actually blowing the smoke up your ass and kissing your ass on an ongoing basis, pumping out fucking loads and loads of videos, ploughing loads of shills at you, showing you all these shills with their opinions and telling you all these stupid things to do, like going and sign a petition and all that shite. Telling your masters that you do accept their authority, but you're begging for longer chains. You think that's a solution? Well, obviously, some of you do think that's a solution, because even the fucking truthers at the minute are ploughing that around the internet. Now, the fact I'm not kissing your ass is because I actually give a shit. The ones that are kissing your asses, they don't give a shit. They're clicking for likes. They literally need you to kiss their ass, tell them what a fucking legend they are, and fucking while they're giving you bullshit that is not actually the solution, evidence because it isn't fucking solved, and they're the ones you're following. Like, let's all go down to London. Let's all fucking protest Parliament on a Saturday when it's closed. Let's all fill in a petition. Let's all go and stand outside in the streets and call people. Let's all bang pots and pans in the street. You know what I mean? Oh my fucking God. People, wake up. Listen, the solution. It's really fucking simple. And it's far simpler than you fucking realise because you're literally told it every day, only you can't recognise it. And this is what's going on. Like I say, you need people blowing smoke up your ass and kissing your ass so you can actually watch a video without whining rather than seeing the solution. The solution is fucking simple. You know what they do? It's called the Hegelian dialect, problem, reaction, solution. They create a problem, they end in their solution, but what they need from you is the reaction, the bit in the middle. Problem, reaction, solution. Stop fucking reacting. And this is what I keep telling you, only you're too fucking stupid. Not all of you, because obviously, like I say, there's a lot of you seem to fucking get this shit. But these fucking idiots that come in there, you doom and gloom. What, you want fluffy fucking bunnies? At a time like this, you need slapping silly to wake you up. You literally need waking fucking up because you're too deep in your slumber to wake up when people are actually telling you the solution. Stop fucking reacting. Every time there's a headline, I see the entire truth movement jump all over it, start screaming and shouting, use it as another excuse to protest. Come on. Think. Problem, reaction, solution. If you've got a bridge and you remove the middle bit, nobody's getting to the end. Same thing. Same thing. They create the problem, you don't react, they can't implement the fucking solution. Oh my God, people. And like I say, fucking big up to you guys out there that are getting this shit. There are actually, well, I say there are more than I expected. I think that's because some of the people that watch my shit are absolutely awesome and they do get it in the first place. Maybe we're getting more of a concentration of that because the fucktards all go off and go back to the fucking shills and the ones blowing smoke up their ass. The ones that are going to tell them, all you've got to do is, yeah, let's all go down again to London, shall we? We didn't block enough streets. We didn't stop enough ambulances getting pregnant women to hospital. Listen, there are people out there literally blowing smoke up your ass to have you call them a legend so they feel great. Some of them are doing it just for the fucking the likes. Some of them are doing it for the ego. Some of them are doing it for monetarily basis. They need you to kiss their ass. They need you to like them. I don't need you kissing my ass. I really don't need you fucking liking me. I don't give a shit if you're the sort of idiots going, oh, that's the solution then, because you're just full of doom and gloom. I don't even want you fucking liking me. I don't need you fucking liking me. The reality is, I'm quite happy sitting in here in my treatment rooms helping people for the various ailments from fucking acne to fucking cancer on a daily basis, actually altering what's happening in the world, altering the shite medical industry, or I'm not altering the shite medical industry, giving the alternative, one of the very, very many people that give an alternative to the fake medical industry. Now, I say that very lightly because I've always said I truly believe the nurses are absolute fucking angels. They really are. I don't think most of them actually realise what's going on in the hospitals. Some of them do, but they're clinging on to their careers. When it comes to the doctors, depends which type. You've got the surgeons absolutely putting you back together. Unfortunately, they get a God complex, and you're an asshole if you don't follow everything they say because they do believe the God, but they do put you back together and they get you back out there. And then you got the GPs, which are just fucking drug dealers. Literally, computer says you got to take this tablet. This tablet's making me ill, doctor. Hang on a second. Computer says try this one and that one instead. Drug dealers, literally just drug dealers. They're not helping you. Alternatives, not every alternative helps, but there's a damn sight more alternatives out there that do help than don't. So if you're in the need for alternative health, choose wisely, look, understand what you're doing, and have a pop at something. It's got to be better than just constantly going for pills, hasn't it? Lots of people out there doing lots of things. It's not just me. Lots of people are doing lots of things, and in all honesty, I'd put my faith in an awful lot of what people are doing out there over hospitals. However, and there is a big caveat to this, sometimes, unfortunately, hospitals are necessary. And as one doctor, I was treating his father, he's a doctor, and he explained to me that they know that doctor absolutely knew. He explained to me that when he first started out, he started out in a different part of medicine and he'd done a lot of training and couldn't continue because he found what he was doing was wrong in that industry. He changed, he went into more training to change, and he ended up just becoming a drug dealer, basically, as we've just been saying, sitting at a computer giving out drugs. Wasn't giving out enough, started getting threatened, realised he'd got to change again because it wasn't what he was into. And then he changed into a surgeon. And now he's just literally putting people back together. That's where he can work. And it shows they absolutely know. There's another guy I know who had a friend who was an oncologist. His wife got cancer, unfortunately. Guess what he did? He left the industry because he couldn't, in good conscience, treat her, heal her, while doing that to the others. The world isn't what we believe. I'm only here trying to wake people up. Now, I get it. I'm misunderstood. I'm fucking brutal. I am absolutely brutal. Absolutely intentionally. Absolutely intentionally. People out there need to give their heads a wobble, whether they're looking at the law or whether they're looking at health. or whether they're looking at the problems that the system is throwing at them right now. It doesn't matter. Now, you've got a lot of people at the minute telling you what to do about with the law. A lot of it's fucking wrong. A lot of it's absolute bullshit. A lot of it is putting a toe in the water and not getting to where it goes. But there is a lot of it that's absolute, totally fraudulent, getting you down, making you make a mistake to fuck you up and make you dishonorable, put you in the wrongs of the law. The reality, you need to learn. You need to learn some shit. It isn't to look for somebody to hold your hand. No, I absolutely get it. You can't just go into it and not know where to start. But there's a lot of people starting you out there. And I think a lot of these people that say shit like that are already started out. They're already looking at it. Usually the ones going down the stupid, let's fucking send in this fucking template, Baron Ward fucking template or something, because that's where he lost his house, so it must work. But this isn't to call any fucker out or anybody's stupid fucking idiotic processors. The reality is you need to know who you are where it comes to the fucking law. Are you their person? Because a lot of people want to be the person while shouting they're not the person. This is a proper bounce, isn't it? But it's the same situation. The solution is really easy. You can't be their person and you can't fucking fight their shit while you're being their person. It's as simple as that. You can't say you're not their person while being their person. You can't go in there into a courtroom, walking into a courtroom under administrative law and demanding that you're not their person while acting as their person. Now, what you'll get a lot of people saying is, where's the case law? Show us the evidence. Unfortunately, as they mostly well fucking know, when you go into a court, the judge, the system can make 100 mistakes, one after the other, after the other, after the other. There are zero consequences. You make one, you give legal joinder, and now they've got your ass. That's what you're up against. So if you're not absolutely bang on what you're doing, you're going to make a mistake. And when you make a mistake, you want to find an excuse and you'll blame the guy who told you something rather than blame yourself for making the mistake. Anybody can make mistakes. Absolutely anybody can make mistakes. So if you've made a mistake, recognize your mistake and learn from it rather than come out of it going, that don't work. Because I'll tell you what the government and the system and the judiciary especially do. They are very, very vocal on the ones that fail. They love that shit. Yep, you got it. You'll be slammed up on the internet somewhere. You'll be used as a case study for why you shouldn't be this free man on the land. Now, if you want to identify as a freeman on the land, go for it. You will fail miserably. But the fact is, if you learn some shit and you absolutely know who you are and you stand on it impeccably in a court, you will absolutely win. I'm not saying you'll get a judgment that will stand as case law, but you personally will win. You will walk out of that court absolutely free and clear of any charges or consequences. And what won't happen, and I fucking guarantee you it won't happen, is the judiciary will use you as a poster boy. The internet's not going to talk about you. The algorithms are never going to fucking show it. But it don't matter how you look at it. People out there are on the outside of the system. Believe me or believe me fucking not. I've kind of lived it for a great many years. In fact, I'm literally sitting here looking at my registration there, which isn't a DVLA registration, and you have people like, you get me into trouble. The reality is, people, it's you guys. You'll fuck up. It don't matter. And I'm not saying everybody will, but the ones you hear about did. Absolutely. If you got fucking arrested, the chances are somewhere you gave legal joinder. Now, if you didn't give legal joinder, what's happening there is you're being taken down because the copper don't know how to deal with you, so he's got to take you down for somebody else to deal with you. Now, if you end up with a charge and you end up going to court, you could still absolutely be making the right moves. But if you walk into that courtroom, you've made the wrong move. This is the system. It's set up literally to bite your fucking ass. Don't walk in to their places of commerce. If you do, you will be joining them in commerce. Now, I'm not saying they're just going to go, oh, okay, then we'll leave him because he didn't turn up. No, they're absolutely not. They're going to come for you. And if they pick you up and they take you into the court, now, unfortunately for them, they've abducted a living flesh and blood man. If that's the angle you're playing, and the jurisdictional protections they rely on when they're going, I can't hear you, are no longer there because you're not the volunteer. You didn't walk into those places of business. You got dragged in there. They picked the wrong man or woman and took you in there. They can no longer play that jurisdictional I can't hear you shit because you're in the wrong jurisdiction and they should never have lifted you. Now, again, solutions. I come on here calling you dumb cunts because you're listening to silly bastards who are filling your head full of shit, or you're absolutely warping yourself because you've heard something, or you used something for the wrong process, or you did something that fucked up and now you want to blame somebody else. But the truth of the matter is, it's always us that does it. Always, whether that's in a court of law, whether it's at the side of the road with the copper, or whether that is going and taking your fucking jab, standing down London protesting, giving them the reaction they need for their solution to implement more legislation. Govern me harder, daddy. The legislation that is not law. If it was law, it would be called law, not legislation. Legislative rule of society given force of law by the consent of the governed. A legislated rule of society. It wouldn't be a rule of society if it was a law. It'd be a law of society. Given the force of law. The force of law. Not law, it's forced, it's power. It's not authority, it's force by the consent of the governed. Learn how you are giving your consent, because you are giving your consent. Whether you like it or not, you are giving your consent. Putting a little sticker at the side of your name on Facebook saying, I do not consent to be governed, does not remove consent. You are bound by franchisers. You are held in servitude by the trust relationship. It takes a little bit more than just getting that to prevent it from moving forward. You need to learn. You don't need to look for somebody else to tell you some bollocks. You need to learn. Learning comes from study. It doesn't always come from a YouTube channel, because sometimes the ones giving the YouTube channel the video are full of shit. Sometimes they don't know any better themselves. Sometimes they're absolute paid shills. And sometimes you're listening to a video from another country, which their process works fine there, but this isn't that country. Do your due diligence. I say it all the time. And for those that believe I think I'm better than anybody else, you don't know me. You've never watched my videos clearly, because I tell you regular, there is nobody better than any one of us. We are all fucking equal. Just some of us are dumber than others. That's the only thing going on here. Wake the fuck up, because all I want is for people to smell the fucking roses. You need people to see with real eyes. You need to wake up and open the fuckers to do that. And if you butter and you decide to keep your eyes tightly closed because of something I or somebody else have said, that just proves how fucking stupid you fucking are. This isn't a personal attack on anybody, but if you feel attacked by it, look within, because the chances are you're falling for the bollocks, and you're falling for the bollocks because you're too stupid to look for something else. The solutions are plain and fucking simple. Stop reacting. Stop reacting. Learn some shit. It is really fucking simple. I'm not saying the process of learning some shit is simple. It takes years and years and years. And it takes one thing that many on there who are jumping up and down about people like me, how we speak, don't fucking get: discernment. Learn to discern. Because when somebody's telling you you're all wonky, you've got two choices. Because you know, if you're wonky and somebody's telling you you're wonky, it's actually a good thing that they're telling you. Your choices are simple. Listen or fucking don't. But if you're not going to listen to somebody who's telling you you're all wonky, you're going to stay fucking wonky, aren't you? It's not rocket science. It really isn't rocket science. And I assure you, if you are butthurt at me and what I have to say, you are one of those. You absolutely are. You need to listen to me more than the others do. The ones that are sticking the thumbs up and agreeing and fucking getting in conversation about it, they're not the ones. They're not the fucking idiots. You seem to think, you assholes that come at me, you seem to think the ones that agree with me are kissing my arse. It don't work that way. For once, somebody's saying it how it is, and the ones with fucking eyes can actually recognize it. The ones with brains can actually agree with it. The ones that are butter are the ones that are literally falling for the bollocks. You're the ones I'm actually trying to wake up. It's shaking. It's giving you a little slap because the gentle rocks aren't working. I'm not doing it because I despise you. I'm doing it because I actually give a shit. Just because I'm not out here spelling out the solutions on an ongoing basis to you, that there's so many people spelling out solutions, and trust me, some of them have never looked in a dictionary. So all I'd be is another voice in the sea of shit. I'm different to what most people fucking talking to you like. You're getting that bit already. But if you're butter, you're missing the important bit. I don't need you to kiss my ass. I don't need you in my inbox. I don't need you in my life. If you're a fucking idiot, I want you out of my life. Absolutely. And if you're butter and you want to call me name, stomp your feet and stomp off into the sunset, fucking have at that shit. Because all I am doing is trying to wake you up. The problem is here, you don't like the way I'm doing it. You want me to do it like this gentle rocking that isn't fucking working that the others are doing. And if what I'm saying isn't working and what the ones that are rocking you gently isn't working, that's kind of telling you something else. Maybe the problem's you. Just maybe. You're butter because what? I'm a reflection of your fears. You need to wake the fuck up. And somewhere inside of you, that butter, that's the bit that sort of recognizes it. Then the cognitive dissonance is kicking in and preventing you from actually following through with the listen and comprehend bit. It is a sad situation what's happening in the world. But it's all happening because of the people. It's not happening because of the parasites. All this Get Starmer out, it's the most stupid shit I've ever heard since Get Rishi Sunak out, which was the most stupid shit I'd ever heard since Get Theresa May out, Get Cameron out, and get every other one out before you. You are doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And I'm sure there's a wise man somewhere that told you you can't do that. Folks, I actually do give a shit. I spend all of my waking days giving a shit. I'm not here having a ball. I'm grafting at this on an ongoing basis. As you know, I've got my health rooms, my treatment rooms, what call them what you want. I don't label them, and it's terrible when I try to say what they are because I don't have a label for them. But I help people. I have chats with people. I talk to people on a regular basis. I help bring solutions to the table on a regular basis. And me and a very good friend of mine go at it most fucking days for hours working out solutions and trying to implement them and bringing them forward, which we're working on some at the minute to be continued. Not bringing it out into the public until we're ready. But the reality is, we are constantly working at it. I don't sit there for 3 days a week preparing for my next YouTube video. I don't do that. Some of these people you're watching have got nothing to do but sit there working on their next YouTube video. And then when they've done that, they're working on the next. You've got some that are putting out 2, 3 videos a week, some putting out more than that. Could you imagine what it'd take to do that with the sort of things they're bringing you? They're not bringing you solutions, but they are bringing you intricate problems and other people to talk about the intricate problems, but not actually many are bringing you solutions. There's some really clear solutions out there, but the easiest is exactly what I've already said. Stop fucking reacting to their problems that they are creating so they can implement the solution. They absolutely need your reaction. They need you to be in awe of them. They need you to be scared of the migrants. They need you to be scared of what's coming with the government. They need you bouncing from pillar to post. You've got the black belt barrister and any other fucking barrister you're listening to. They're bar registered members. They're playing with your emotions. They're bringing you up, putting you down, bringing you up, putting you down, bringing you up, putting you down. This is how it works. Literally, you're on an emotional roller coaster. It's called trauma-based mind control. That is what you are being subjected to. And right now, most are falling for it. I'm seeing truthers, big truthers, calling for fucking you signing petitions. Really? You need to know who you are. Your solutions aren't following the fucking assholes. Your solutions aren't following the processes that the government set up for you to follow. They're not the solutions. And if you think the government again is giving you the solutions to overthrow them, you are a bigger fucking idiot than I presume you are. You really are. You are the solution. You just haven't worked it out yet. And there are actually quite a few people out there telling you that you are the solution, but without a fucking basic template, you haven't got the wherewithal to start fucking learning that shit that you need to learn. It's not that you haven't got the intelligence to, because you don't need the intelligence to learn something. You just need the get up and go. It's like walking. You take a step, you take another step, you take another step, and eventually you get to your destination. It's quite surprising, really. You know, like a ladder as well. You get on the ladder, you got to be on the ladder. You must understand that term. It's one of their terms. Get on the property ladder. Get on the fucking knowledge ladder. Get on the wake the fuck up ladder. Anyway, folks, the last thing I want to start doing is pumping videos out at the rate of these shills. I just thought I'd have to come in here and just say, wake up, people. You're literally falling for it. And you're moaning at a guy who is literally giving you the solution. I know it's not a template. And I'm ever so sorry I ain't got a template for you because that's all that really the only solutions you got. Well, what's the solution? Oh, yeah, just do ABC. Okay, thank you. I'll go and do that then. It didn't work. Try learning the rest of the fucking alphabet yourself. Then it might. Not all solutions are terrible, but some of the people trying to implement them are doing it terribly. Just remember, folks, you are the solution. You always were, you always will be. But while ever you're reacting to the shite that they're bringing out, and like I say, trauma-based mind control, it's so regular now. Every few days, something big is happening. You're falling for it all. Fuck me, wait for the alien invasion. You're going to be shouting, fucking, we need a petition to stand up to these aliens. Anyway, folks, like I said, I do actually give a shit. You're just totally misrepresenting what I say. And I'm all right with that, because if you're doing that, you are one of the fucking idiots. Ta-da.